everybody. Just give me 1 second as I use the restroom. I'll be right back. Hey, Android, thank you. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Hold on 1 second. So, hello. Hopefully everything behaves. I did just stream for a very long time, so my camera might be stupid. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be very relaxed. So today we're listening to the entirety of Fuga, Melodies of Steel, the entirety of the soundtrack, and the goal pretty much is to just listen. And throughout our listening, there will be 5 tracks that I'll be breaking down or analyzing from an emotional perspective, as I am often doing on my channel. The titles are in front of me. Shout out especially, so just so you know, this is actually done through a special tier on my Patreon that is a complete breakdown of the entire OST. And so I just wanted to shout out Moth for requesting this entire thing. This is not a cheap tier, and these people are very generous of their finances to ask for these things. So I'm really grateful for that, of course. And yeah, so we're gonna be diving in. Just so you know, when I'm listening to the soundtrack, I'll be making like thoughts here and there, but it's not really so much like talking about every single track and more just listening, because I've also never heard some of this. So that also makes it fun for me. I will be analyzing track 11, 14, 25 on the first disc volume, and then track 18 and 19 on the second volume. So, all right, let's get started, shall we? Starting with Fuga, Melodies of Steel. Oh, actually, I should do this. This will make things a lot easier. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's hang out. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no, never mind. I thought that was full. Ooh. I love. Wait. I know that's not like a track I'm supposed to be analyzing, but I actually love how that sets us up. It kind of starts from nothing, and then it boosts to like this, essentially just like a 45-second massive crescendo. And it's also interesting because that's easily skippable. Like that's a track that you would easily not even think about. I kind of adored how that set us up for the like jump into the action. All right, so next up is Confused by Destiny. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't because I don't have, that's not mine. All right, so next up is Confused by Destiny. And yes, of course, Moth Takes Flight. Again, thank you so much for requesting this. No, I don't know what this game is about. Isn't it about orphans? Actually, love those strings there. Those upper register strings sound really real, which is dope. I like how that's action and also sadness at the same time. It's kind of interesting. Next track is March in the Storm. Oh yeah, Confused by Destiny, that makes sense. Alright, March in the Storm, so a battle. That's fine. They're all pretty short, so. Kind of find it surprising that's like an Irish jig almost. Like, I mean, it's like clearly a battle track, right? But there's like this a really fun balance there. Da ba 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 ba. It's cool how it's like almost like a jig. The alternation between the piano and the like this part's much more legato than the previous one, etc. All right, next up is Wrapped in a Dream. I think I've heard this. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love the sense of like there's a real quality of loss in that piece, right? Like nothing, there's nowhere to turn, you know? But there's also like a very slight twinge of like hope in it. It's like so interesting. All right, Night Assault is number 5. I like how short these tracks are, Moth, by the way. But they still have a lot of gusto. Appreciate that. Okay, number 6 is The Man in Black and Red. I like that there's the OST is really piano forward. What's this track called? The Man in Black and Red? I like, you know, there's like a hint of mystery in that sound. And then the upper register piano, like, to me, that piano symbolizes like suffering, yeah. Whereas the flute is like hope and stuff, you know? That's really thoughtful. Smell of Steel? Bum 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 bum. It's interesting how there's like tension in that, while also to me, like when you hear something like that, it's almost like a realization of something, right? Like bum bum piano, bum bum piano, as if to say like, what is going on? You know what I mean? That's cool. Hey, Eustace, what's up? Okay. Next up is Tyrannus Fortress of Steel. Oops, my bad. This is obviously like a place of like military might. Like an empirical, like an empire, you know, what, really, that's it? Jesus, okay. These tracks are fast, okay. To me, that fortress, like, just from like the perspective of like memory or like thinking, it feels like a fortress like lodged in the mountainside or something, right? And like, it's almost like religious seeing it. I think with the vocals and the chant and stuff. Deep depths. Yeah, you hear that right away. This almost feels like when you're digging underground and then you come up on a like a discovery, you know, like something like, what? You mean there's something down here that we can use? You know what I mean? This reminds me of Gurren Lagann. Like people being stuck underground and then seeing the sunlight for the first time. It's so... That's hilarious. It's a funny thought. All right, Our Steel-Clad Home. I think I've heard this one too. Right, Moth? What in the Freerin? I like the doubling a lot in that. It's like a bustling little area, yeah. I love the tempo really indicates that too. You can hear them, you know. You can hear them like going about their business, like getting things done, like. Have I reacted to any Bastion? No, I wouldn't really call them reactions anyway because I've actually played Bastion. So you can imagine how right you are about that Gurren Lagann comparison. Oh, really? That's awesome. I like Bastion. Supergiant. I need to figure out how to. You know, the way to get like a Fuga Melodies of Steel like out there would be to make a video about underrated gems. Unfortunately, it's the type of thing where to balance out viewers and like the trade-off between the effort required to do the thing and then also, you know, viewership and so on and so forth is to package things in a way. I've really learned this in the last 2 years, like, because once you do like the big things, you kind of need to evolve and figure out, okay, well, where do I go from here? Mostly for viewership consistency. And so doing something like a underrated gems that then features, which I have one actually coming out, but not with Fuga in it, but like doing that actually would. Now, I don't know if an underrated gems video would do well because people are like underrated, whatever. Right. But, there is something to be said for exploring that and, you know, taking a look at the soundtrack of Fuga or including it in a video like that is, you know, well within the realm of reality. Yeah, no, it's a very unique sound over there. All right, so now it's Flower on the Trails, and this one I will be stopping a bit. I'll probably stop, I'd say 3 times throughout. It's a 3-minute track. I'll stop 3 times. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really beautiful, isn't it? I mean, that is such a piece of resolute like focus and determination, I think, and I think one of the ways that we really hear it distinctly is the momentum in that rhythm, right? The momentum in the rhythm, the consonants and the words actually, and how they're used and how they're said, is really effective. Now you notice there's a bit of a like a lilt almost, and that lilt really helps at solidifying this idea of like, hey man, we've got to take action, we've got to move forward, we have to, you know, set out towards the setting sun and find our way forward, find our way through life. And I love that we really get that in the way that we are saying the consonants there, especially. It's the main boss theme. Well, doesn't matter. The idea still stands though that like bosses can get bosses have their own motivations, and I think it's kind of funny that it's the boss theme, but the sense of drive in that is really apparent, and it's like, you know, in that case, it's like, why don't you listen to me? Like you owe it to us to follow our principles, you know, or why are you being so foolish? Or I don't know, there's a real, I think also in the vocals, there's a natural like sad lilt to it that is very empowering and very, I don't know, sort of tragic in its own way, but also like wishing that circumstances could be different. You know what I mean? Oops. Push play. A lot of sustaining there. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, what I almost don't want to stop because well, let me finish it. Yeah, I mean, throughout that entire theme, the thing that really stands out to me is the fact that we're constantly moving. And so, that is the sense of drive and the sense of like responsibility. It's almost like the final, so this is the final boss. So it's like, what if, to me, when it sounds like it's like a character saying, hey, I don't want to have to do this, but I literally don't have a choice, right? And so you guys can go and choose and ruin your lives. But like, I'm here and I'm offering you an opportunity to be, united, or I'm offering you an opportunity to have a new life or a better life. And, or on the flip side, this is our heroes, if they're fighting against a boss in this case, that are saying, we've chosen this and you can't change our life. We've already working towards changing our lives, right? And so you're actually in the way of us seeing our future. And so what we end up getting is an ideological clash based basically in like unrequited wishes or like a sadness, rather than like a battle, which is really dope. I mean, who knows if that's correct? I mean, it doesn't even really matter. What matters is that music can cause us to feel and think and interpret things rather than whether or not it's correct within the context, because ultimately, like, we're listening to it out of context, right? So like anything I'm saying it's just the thought, you know what I mean? And I think the thought matters more than the correctness of the answer, if that makes sense. That's really beautiful, my God. I will say the second, I mean, through no fault of its own, but the MIDI violins, the VST and the violins there, pulls me out of it ever so slightly because it sounds kind of fake, and I don't mind like fake, you know what I mean? But I don't mind like computer done or whatever. Like it's clearly composed well, but the tone just ends up falling a little bit flat, which was a little bit of a bummer. But like it's like just a feeling. All right, Coffin of Souls. That's really cool. The repetition of the bum 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 bum. The twinkling in the, it's almost like things should have gone one way and then went the other. And so here you have the like sadness. Oops. Pure. This is Elegy of Winds. Okay, cool. Cha 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 da da da. The desk can't. Oh, I was supposed to stop. Okay. All right. So, wow. I actually adored that. And this is both of these vocal tracks have been absolutely sublime. So, to me, so from a musical perspective, this is just a very, very, very simple hymn. There's nothing really inherently crazy about this. It's boom chop 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 boom chop 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 do da di da 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 ya da 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 da. It's really simple. And it's interesting because it has this real elegance to it, but ultimately it really feels like everyone's gathered. And there is this sense of prayer that leans into this. And more than anything, what I really love about it is the child singing, right? The child voice is so innocent and pure. And so being that they're being placed in a situation, essentially, it's interesting because it's called breezy elegy. To me, they're literally mourning the fact that they essentially have to self-regulate, self-govern, self-exist, self-be without parents, without family, without their friends, their young friends, their young siblings dying every day, right? Like there's this sense of please, Lord, watch over us. Let us be free of these sins. What do we do to deserve this? I pray that we can somehow choose to live again. I hope that I have enough food to be able to live. You know what I mean? Like there's this inherent feeling in it of just incredible digging inward in order to navigate this incredible sadness and cruelty that they've been forced to live under, despite doing nothing about it's not their fault, And so it almost feels like it's coming to the church and saying, we know the universe is so good, everything, we believe that things will get better, and this desire for the new beginnings. It's so, but in an innocent, pure, hopeful kind of way, without all the jadedness or the the frustration or being burdened by this, that, or the other. You know what I mean? It's so pure. And I think it's helped by the chop 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 chop. And then also too, the there's not a ton of consonants. What we actually end up leaning on in this is the vowels. No vibrato, very clean note movement. Everything about it is super pared back, and I think that gives way to the innocence factor. Oh, I love that piece. That piece was really pretty. All right, so that was Elegy of Winds. So now we're going to Burman Imperial Army. That's obviously the enemy force. That's the force of the military might. Okay, that's like a dream sequence, or like resting or saving. Hey Zeph, what track was that? Hold on. So that was that was Curtain of the Night. Okay, yeah. So sleeping. A Brief Moment's Warm is next. Yeah, that's great, Zev. It's just like, feels like tending to something, or like cleaning, or like going through a menu, or like I love the bouncing quality in this as well. This is like having a conversation with a friend. Okay, next up is I actually love how short these are. Some of them could be longer. Open the Window. Why are these so short, guys? This is A Brief Moment's. Oh no, this is Children of Change. Okay, and that's why you have the heavy brass there as sort of showcasing will, like a force. Bum, bum. Ah, okay. So this sounds like prep music, right? Like this is all about like getting ready to go. It feels like it anyway. It's track number 19. Children of Change. Yeah, like getting set up. Cool. All right, track 20 is Dance with the Bullets. Is this the normal battle theme? I find it interesting that it's got like a Celtic vibe to it. There's a lot of fiddle. Almost medieval. It's interesting. Especially with that flute. I like that. That's like almost like a clock. Like watching the second hand kind of, you know, roll as you... I think the piano represents the children the most so far anyway. See, this theme is really in the favor of the children. Huh. Okay, the next track is Every Little Thing Matters. 8 seconds. Is that music, chat, or is that a sound effect? I often wonder that about certain things. Like, yes, it has musical notes and it ascends, but it does its thing. But is it music, or is it I mean, yes, it's music in theory, but like, is it actually, like, is that a song? You know what I mean? All right, number 22 is Steady Progress. It's definitely a jingle. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Oh, it could totally be the flute, yeah. Bum bum. Bum bum. Again, there's several tracks here that are about like bustling and getting things done, which I find kind of interesting. It feels very like Final Fantasy in its way. That's Who Stands in Our Way, right? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, yeah. Love the unison strings there. Okay, after that is Beyond Our Sight. It's way more dangerous. with like a little bit of hope in there too. Hey Bravely, what's up? Oh, I love the guitar though, holy shit. I love how the guitar is soft and hard at the same time. Like it has this like push to it. It's really nice. A little bit of hope in there with that flute. I mean, yeah, maybe the flute does represent the children because of the way that it has that this prominence in this part here, because it's very dangerous for the. I love that the guitar like twists the danger up a little bit. Alright, the next one is Ensemble Together. Yeah, you know what's really interesting to me about this is that this is really innocence. Again, like throughout all of these pieces, except for the first vocal one, it's been the recurrent theme to me has been innocence, has been just that feeling of like a bunch of kids just like having to like get it done. And this one especially, I mean, I think like context always works the best way, but like one of the things I really like about this particular piece is that it has this thing in it about like rolling up your sleeves and focusing and like getting it done, you know what I mean? And part of that's because of the tempo, but also there's this like constant feeling in it of like completion, you know? Like, hey, you better come here and pick up this bag of soil. Okay, now you go over there and you twist the wrench on your whatever, your mech or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's mechs in the game, right? Like there's a real feeling. And also the unison singing is really, there is harmony, but they're moving at the same time. And I like how the soprano, the sounds like boy sopranos go up over the top, as if to say like, hey, you know, like they're calling out to each other. It's really beautiful. Oh, they're tanks. Okay. Yeah, like a battle song. I could see that. It's like we're all going to war together, you know? And here's some danger. But we're never going to give up on our friends. You know? We're here for each other. I find the little piano lilt there really interesting because it extends us through the phrase, which is really fun. It's a really fun musical technique to carry over as if to like basically like a false ending. And I think that's really interesting and fun because it connects us. And so there's this like this essentially like the what's it called? The sinew or the muscle tissue connecting us from one musical idea to the other in that little 2 seconds there, where we have that piano beep 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 beep, as if it's ending, and then they say, "Hey, no, one more time together," which is really, really lovely. Just a little detail I found. This is the second piece, though, that's had this boom chun 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 boom chun chun. Yeah, I mean, working song, battle song, we get it done, we go to work, we accomplish what we need to accomplish. All of those things are super valid and legit. Okay, Pranking Twins. Yeah, very sweet and playful. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Charming. Very charming. Claws of Steel. But hey. The use of the mallet, the mallet instrument there is really fun. It's like kind of quirky. See, like that, so it's interesting because that's like militaristic, but also like playful. Bum 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 bum. Like that instrument is like ever so slightly flat, and so it has this like sort of odd, of course. Oh, I'm sure the voice acting does elevate it. Okay. Here. No, here. This one is A Thrilling Little Adventure. Shum dum. Thanks, Yama. Appreciate that. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't actually provide value. Yeah, it was quintessential, like, again, prep. Thank you, Yam. I appreciate that a lot. This is questioning ourselves, I believe. 29. Crescendo of emergence. I like the title, Crescendo of Emergence. It feels like it's coming into itself, right? As if it's, Oh, this is the hard battle theme. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, can you really do this? Or, like, you have to step up, you know? That's the... All right, questioning ourselves and then following the trails. Yeah, the amorphous thing there. See, piano comes up a lot. I really think it kind of represents... Maybe the piano represents the children's emotional landscape, right? I like how music can be like, can I really do this? I like when music creates questions. And then this one is Following the Trails. Yeah, so investigative. That makes sense. I like that. That dee-do-do, dee-do-do. It's just like super mysterious. All right, then we move on to volume 2, and we start off with Magnificent Flag Bearer. Okay, next track. Silence to the Requiem. All right, this one seems like it'll be good. That's what I hoped it would be. I'm surprised you didn't have me analyze this one, Moth. Shit, let me look up Fuga really quick. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, the tank is Tyrannus. Oh, the Berman, the German. Oh. Then track 3 is... Oh, funky, okay. Track 3 is Mad Scientist. Oh yeah, you hear that. Oh, Dobermans? Oh. Track 4 is Chasing Wind. Oh, they're Dobermans, you're right. Oh, the pranking twins. Chasing Wind is so bright. It has such a like a warm sound to it, doesn't it? Of you know, like kind of like the thing just moving along and getting hit in the face with the wind and stuff. Hound of the Red. Ah, okay, this is the music of the Really? They added so much brutality in the third part that they had to raise the age rating? Wow. Sounds like a broken man. Also like very, very angry. Dark Threat. There's that guitar again. It's interesting. Flames of Delusion. Obviously a track where everything kind of falls apart. You know, you have to choose to pick up the pieces, right? Don't you realize it? Like, yeah. We have so much potential. You have so many opportunities. Why would you... Oh. Ah, so you hear her, like, implicit sadness within this. You ruined my life, so now I need to get back at you. That's beautiful. Unexpected defection. Oh yeah, you hear that. It's like psychosis almost. Absolutely losing yourself to the idea that everything you knew gets like pulled out from under you. I love that. That's really uncomfortable, isn't it? It's almost scary. Wow. So things obviously are getting really bad here. It's so interesting. That's track number what? Number 9? Black Stronghold. Terror of Us. There's that guitar again. It pops up in what, most battle themes? I like how the brass symbolizes the like brutal force. I love that guitar though. That's really pretty. I like it. This sound ends up feeling really, really desperate. Okay, that was 10. 11. Fire of Hope. I like how pulled back that is. It's hopeful. I like there's still like a keep going sound in that. Exposed plans. No, wait, yeah. Everything's gone to shit here. Especially with the dissonance in those, in the notes. Harp mixed in with the piano on the upper register is really giving away like that feeling of like almost being choked, kind of. Track 13 is Burn City of Flowers. Ooh, dum 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 dum. Oh, waltz. Interesting. Dum dum chum chicka chum chum chicka chum chum chicka chum 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 chicka chum. Love that chorus in the background. Seems like a lot of the recurrent themes in this entire soundtrack so far have been strength through adversity, doubling down on hope and possibility, and it's really all about like leaning into challenge, which is kind of amazing. I mean, that to me, that whole song right there is like, it's about like facing fear, right, and facing conflict, but it's done so in a way that is like honoring the self, right? The Lost God. Same sound, but now action. This is 15. Inside a god. So they go inside of the... It's kind of like a scary situation. You shouldn't be there, you know? Or maybe the god was supposed to be on their side and then ended up not being it, or it's like hollowed out inside. I don't know. It's just like so interesting. All right, so 15. So that's 16 is awakened man, or man. Tremolo strings. It's crazy how the harp. This is like someone possessing the power of this god and becoming immortal, or reaching a new height, for the sake of humanity, or. That just constant drone almost of just like being like, man, things are not good anymore, you know? All right, 17. Similar. Decision of life. Oh, I love that vocal line in the back. It's so nice to have the strings supporting and the lower part, and then having the harp, the cello, or the harp, the guitar, and that very upper register piano stuff, just like so lovely. So lovely. It's such like what's that piece called? It's called Decision of Life. Yeah, you hear that. And this is really hopeful. I'm going to talk through the piece, just for the sake of time. This is like doubling down on something. Echo of Triumph. It's like, wow, it's possible that something can actually be done. Harpsichord, that's nice. We really are able to navigate this. Love the long strings here. And the harps are very light. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, the trick there is not to stop, is the fact that we get the boom chaka taka doom chaka taka doom chaka taka doom chaka taka. So that rhythm continues, but it's really the boom ba da 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 ba da 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 da. That the energy is there in that piece, and like there's just a sense of enthusiasm and happiness in that, and like a really feeling of like wiping sweat off your brow and just being thankful that things have finally settled down. You know what I mean? Like, wow, we really were able to do it. I can't believe it. You know, like, oh yes. And I appreciate that it's structured with the strings leaning into that, you know, especially this sort of Celtic, almost dance, bouncing quality to it, that it really just is an inviting thing. Like, hey, yeah, come on in. Can you believe it? You know what I mean? There's just so much enthusiasm in that sound. You get some really nice percussion there. Yeah. And those lower strings are really supporting that violin there. Seeing its melody forward, because the melody is inviting that joyousness. Because you have the violin here, and then you have the flutes and the orchestra here, but the flute is also on its own, sort of complementing that violin. It kind of feels like it's just saying, like, holy crap, you know? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And then but then here it gets personal, because we have the upper register piano and just the strings. Yeah, and then the solitary violin over top coming together. It's almost like you go away and you take a private moment away from all the celebration that happens in the middle, which is like everyone kind of gathering together, and we have this moment of like just pure bliss. Whereas this part's more tender, because it's just kind of isolated with just the strings and a little bit of the guitar, and that's as if to say, like, hey, oh man, we lost some folks along the way, didn't we? But man, look at what you know what I mean? Like, there's a little bit of joy in that. All right, and then Memories of the Earth and Skies. See, this is totally different. This is deeply reflective. Oh, wow. See, this is more like, this is tender, but it's not warm. This is like, look at who we lost in order to get here. Like we've all had to change. We've lost our innocence. We've lost who we are. We've lost just so much, and there's nothing we can do, you know. Like this is wow, we're so different than we used to be, you know, like goodness. And I think part of it's the way that the vocal da 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 da, you know. Love that piano back there. We've heard this before. I love that it pulls back in between the vocals and we end up having this beautiful, again, guitars. So now I haven't loved every track in this soundtrack. I can admit that. Some of them have been just sort of, you know, nice pieces, but they haven't necessarily really done anything for my sort of state of being, right? But every vocal track has been exceptional. Like the tracks are good, and then the vocal tracks are very great. Like they're great. Which is fine. All the tracks have served their purpose, right, in context. And so again, we're listening to things in a vacuum, so it's always different. But like the vocal tracks, so about 6 of them, five or six. Each time there's been voice, it's been so sublime and tender. And I love this transition here with the piano and the guitar, just kind of holding space almost. Which, you know, and they're just kind of like dancing with each other, like supporting it, moving in a similar fashion, like, you know, probably maybe 16th notes or whatever. Like they're just there as a sort of guide emotionally, and they really hit. They really hit. But like, listen to that. I love that back melody too. It's so pretty. I have it, no. Like, I love this. I want that violin to be real so badly because it just has that little bit of like that twinge of fake sound, which whatever, right? But like, I love that. The way that she goes up to the upper register to same movement, but going up the octave just adds such a layer of support to that sound. And then she drops back down to let the lead take over. I love the way that the piano twirls and dances with itself. A little bit of going augmented there. Yeah. And then this, I mean, just, oh, it's so beautiful. Really, really lovely. I mean, that's a gorgeous piece of music, and it's so honest. And I love when vocal music has no pretense, right? And it just like kind of delivers something basically on an emotional silver platter of just being like, hey, you know, like, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. It's very honest. There's a vulnerability that comes in a song like that you really can't replicate. That makes my ears perk up, and I really immensely enjoyed that. That's beautiful. All right, these are all pretty short, so we're just gonna kind of cruise through. Waltz of the Sun. Yep, that sounds about right. Love that little dance. Obviously, this is just like really twinkly and fun and peaceful. Flower Scent on the Pane. That's lovely. See, that's nice because the flute is dominant there, but it's just a warm track, you know. You flower scent, you really, I think you get the sense of the flower, like, you know, the brightness of the sun, or the, you know, the smell of a flower in the flute especially. That's nice. Okay, then we have Exciting Premonition. Like, I love the guitar, actually. In this soundtrack, the guitar is very good. Like the little hit at the very top. Then we have Comfy, Cozy, Warm, and Toasty. Boom, boom. Then we have Innocent Child. Yep, hear that. And the mallet instrument. It's really nice doubling there. Okay, next up is I'm Not Alone. These are all different children's themes? I see. No, Pecan, this is a music listen. Again, that's nice. All the vocal themes have been insanely good. Morning Sunshine is next. Yep. There's absolutely an anime opening or closing. More like an opening. Oh, we're getting the French. Okay, the French versions of Elegy of Winds and Ensemble. So this is then a Little Happiness Forever. Pretty. So Elegy of Winds and Ensemble in French. I'm gonna let these play out. Yeah, they're both good, but the French one resonates deeper, I think. I actually love this melody. It's so somber, but also has this like a very deep sense of like emotional longing in it, like a desire for things to be different. It's like so powerful. I actually really like the French version. Ensemble. Okay. Hey, thanks, Goku. Appreciate that. Yeah, this one's just like gathering together. Like there's such a wonderful feeling in that of like of unity, you know, of like being of one mind. Hey, Jameson, what's up? You know, it's really pretty. You know, and also a little bit of it's just the way that it stretches right here is like hope and possibility. You know, it's just lovely. Awesome, awesome. Also, the short rhythms. Really, it's a long, short, a short, long, short, short. Ah yeah. Dans nos cœurs, nous garderons l'espoir de la calmier. La calmier. Calme. I am intrigued to pick it up, actually. Hey, Viper, what's up? I love that. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short. It's so effective. It's such an effective rhythm. Ba ba. And there's a sustain. And then we end ba ba. Reset, papi. The next song is literally 5 seconds. And it's called something. What's it called? 5 second song, literally. End of progress. And that is the end of our stream. I wanted to say thank you again to Moth for taking the time out to pay for it. I mean, like this is it's always fun to be able to sit down and listen to full OSTs. And, you know, Fuga is not necessarily the most popular game on the planet. And I think it's great that we can at least sit down together and listen through it and explore it. Because I may not necessarily be able to. And it's nice because that tier has enabled me to expose myself to a lot of new music. And it's fun to listen to these whole things in one sitting. And thankfully, these OSTs have not been terribly long. So I just wanted to give a shout to Moth for requesting this soundtrack. And I know that Moth has plans for more Fuga next month. So that'll definitely be something to look forward to in June. It's always a pleasure to sit down and thank you also for just like vibing. Cause you know, imagine if I tried to break down like every single detail or details I hear in literally, 60 tracks. It's just not humanly possible. So I appreciate that. This is really more of a listen and a hangout for me also to be able to listen to music that I wouldn't normally listen to. So it's fun for me to not feel like I have to put on like a hat and like be anybody but just a person listening to a piece of music. And maybe something will stick out to me that I really like these vocal themes, which I would honestly happily listen to outside of a stream for work, as it were. Yeah. So just a special shout out to Moth, and thank you for coming and hanging out and listening to Fuga. I'm so sorry that there is no thumbnail for this damn live stream. My thumbnail designer, his computer got messed up, so hopefully he will be back ready to create a thumbnail for this. So hopefully more people can be like, oh, what the hell is Fuga, and then click on the video and watch it. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it is Moth. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow we will be finishing up Sekiro maybe, and then I will be doing some filming live. So if you want to check that out, definitely hop around the channel. Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you, and I will talk to you soon. See you guys.